Hi guys, welcome. It's Sunday, and Saturday was actually a productive day which has not been recorded. So DWM been messing around and looking around, and that's why I've made also a video which is called number 4197 DWM development. Which patches do you recommend? Which one would you really miss if they weren't available anymore? So let's do another video and retrace the steps what we've done on the github.com/ericdubois/DWM. There is this bunch of files, and actually there is this bunch of files. That means we start with just a patches. This is new, I think. I have not not recorded in previous videos, I think. But the patches that are be found officially patches on the circulars.org link from DWM is okay, but only when you go to an unpatched, if you compare it with an unpatched DWM, and that's the problem, right? So there have been, in the beginning of the recording, there have been like 4 or 5 patches and no issues, right? No rejects, no conflicts. Great, awesome. But at some point you'll end up into conflicts, and that's the problem. So if you reference, let's hope, right? If you reference it to the 6.5 at this point in time of making this video, and you patch your DWM with the current patch that you can download, even sometimes from 2018, like 6 years ago, then it might still work, depending on the patch, of course. But when you're trying to patch a DWM that has been patched already 5-6 times, you run into issues. And yes, you can try to find out, and I've been making some text, as you see, patch 1, patch 2, and so on. You can try to order things, instead of patch 2 at the second place, you put it at the first place, and then patch 1 on the second place, and right, mix it around. But nevertheless, at some point in time, so I've been playing with that, and yeah, at some point in time it's just gonna conflict, right? Now there are 2 ways to work. The first one, I think, let's see if we can find a number. At the very beginning I used, so it starts more or less, where did we start with DWM? Beginning of July somewhere of 2024. Patching DWM, I think 4188 might have been the first one. You can see that in the playlist. And we copy pasted every time a DWM folder. Later on, I decided to start with scripts. I say, okay, I know now the procedure. Let's script everything. Let's build a custom DWM, and let's go over the code, because the code has changed. Now, there is one advantage that we have, and that is ArcoLinux has its own working DWM, right? You always can compare, and with comparing you can learn. And there are so many DWMs out there on GitHub, GitLab, so search for code from somebody else, hoping of course that code is still valid and up to date and is working. I've decided up here to say, come on, when I am on testing, right, on a virtual machine, I need all my stuff around me. So now we have Super F11 and Super F12, which gives me the Rofi to the menu. Super F11 is this, and Super F12 is this. So it gives you a menu to go, rather than the Super D, which is also, well, not this one, but Super Shift D is available. This one, the D menu, is available in DWM. Numlocks, yeah, otherwise it's sometimes annoying that the numlock is not on. Fav for backgrounds, and also Xrender if we need it, and ARender is there as well. So this is just my backend, right? Do I have the apps to do my DWM stuff conveniently? As you see, when we build our custom DWM, it's gonna download the git clone DWM, but afterwards, if we build it, we first start from scratch. It's gone, and we've chosen for sysmonitor as a little app that says at the right corner what time is it, memory, CPU, things like that. Not interested in the sys icons yet, like these. These are the system icons. Simple screen recorder, variety, Dropbox, InSync, sound, and network, and applet, right? So that's not in there yet, or will never get in there. We are gonna copy the DWM desktop, which is basically a machine, a file that says, it should go in user share X sessions, that's for one, and it's just a certain format to say execute me DWM. That's all it is, but it needs to be in the place where it should be, there. So while we're looking at it, let's making sure we can select DWM in SDDM or family, right? LightDM, etc. So that's that. Here we're gonna remove. So removing things is logically maybe here. So we're basically clean everything up, and in our own home directory we have a config DWM, and we're going to start from scratch again. So this one, making sure we can select DWM, all right. Auto start is copy paste from DWM, and this is the sysmon that started, so that's new. This is our ArcoLinux welcome app for VirtualBox, maybe Xrender stuff where we need. If you install an applet, you can run it, but like I said, systray is not there yet, but it's, let's hide it then. Okay. Save. Pamic tray is not installed. Update and up all, that's all I need. And if I want, I can just do Super Shift D and then Pamic. And I go to Pamic tray, and with this little button, and then I can just click the button. That's the way I do things, right? And then I can have a look at Pamic. But by default, it's not in my memory. I don't want it in my memory. Variety is cool. XFCE4 Power Manager is okay. Blueberry tray, yeah, sure. And then Notify, Polkit GNOME, Numlux on. PyChem, we've changed. There's no config behind it. So just the default PyChem, that's working just fine. The sexy hotkey daemon is actually the key bindings, and we have the file here. So we have our own key bindings. Super F1 is Vivaldi staple if it's installed. Super F2 is code. Save. Super F3 is Inkscape, GIMP, Melt. On all our machines, it's the same thing. It's everywhere the same thing. And here is your F11 for Rofi and F12 for smaller one. Here's another code. Save. And the rest can, I suppose, stay. We've moved away from URXVT. Praga is no longer there as well. Alacrity, and then Alacrity. Xkill is here. Thunar is here. We have two D menus. The Super P is something that we're gonna include as well in ChatWM. As you see, Super P is gonna work. So basically that's the key binding for DWM. So let's include the default in ours as well. Like the Super Shift C is closing, it's gonna be added as well. So that's the plan. So stuff that will not go in detail more. So here we have ST, Control Alt Return, I see. Control and Alt, and then this one. Okay, so FF, this is your ST. So choices, right? This is just a bunch of code, and we'll adapt them accordingly. Okay, back to this one. So we're gonna copy paste the auto start to config WM. So let's add moving files, or copying files is better. Moving is not what we do. Copying files to config DWM. Voila. There will maybe others in the future. Start from scratch, start from the official GitHub of DWM. Save. So we're going to get the code, and then we're gonna build it. If the directory exists, then we're gonna build it. Rebuild. Copy first. Okay. Copy the build. Watch out, Derek. Rebuild is this thing. Okay. So copy the rebuild script to DWM, and then here we started thinking, right? Changed official patches. So let's call it the way we call it in the directory, patched patches. So make the directory patched patches and copy the patched patches, these two, well, there will be more, to DWM patch patches. Okay, so we just move it plus copy. Okay, and then the official patches. So these are the changed patches, which does not make sense in maybe first official ones. Make directory patches, copy the get patches to patches, cd them patches and get patches. I know why I did it, because of the cd, I guess. It does make more sense if we put it here. So these are the official ones. And then we are back out of patches here. We'll have to see if that's gonna work. And then make directory patches again. Let's see, I am in make directory DWM patches. Copy everything from that to there. I am in DWM at this point in time. So I think we'll have to see in which level I am in. I don't think I've cd'd anywhere in here. cd, copy, make directory, cd. Here we are inside patches, get patches, and then back up. So we are back in DWM level. And in DWM level, I should make patches. That's why I did it. This makes more sense, but it's more difficult now. Let's play it out. Exit 1, that's always the best thing. Rebuild, no, build. I think I need one CD up again. Voila, patched patches does not exist. So this thing, he wants to copy. This worked, but I need to go one up. Follow the computer and follow the reasoning. It might not be, you know, you might have other visions about it, but this is working, right? So it's there. The patches are filled in, patched patches are filled in. So now we can exit one again and start reading again. So this is for testing. If we want to test something, and then we exit one, we stop. But what works? So here we start the patching. Start of patching, patch 1, and from the directory patches, we are now cd on DWM. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. DWM. So in here we want to rebuild, we want to change everything in this directory, not here. This is a way to build everything up. This is the official one, this is the actual DWM, and we need to be on this level to say go in here and patch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is already a patched patches. So something went wrong, were rejects, as I call it, REJ, and then we figured it out to make our own stuff. So these are all the official guys, and these are the changed. So the cycle layout, for example, has been created by me. You see the date 2024 0706. I could add and type my name up there, but you are watching the video, you know that's me, right? Doesn't matter as well. So these are all the things that we've done. These are still the to-do stuffs, things that I'd like to patch in as well. So we are patching the patches, if you know what I mean. We start with the official one, and we see rejects, and we create our own at this level. So after 6 patches, it goes berserk, right? The system can't figure out what it needs to do with the patches. So then we make our own patches from here on off. We have to do some more work because we are at, so to speak, DWM version 6, patched 6 times. So we'll see if others can be just simply patched or not. Then we're gonna, let's see. So how shall I? This is an important bit, and it maybe we should add something like this as well here to tell users, watch out, right? Watch out. This is my personal configuration. How shall we put it? Changing to personal preferences, right? My personal preferences. Enfin, you know what I mean? It's gonna be my choice to do things here. Okay, one echo too much. Save. What happens here in this phase is whatever we have in this thing, I'm gonna copy paste this thing one level up. Okay, that's this line. So basically move official patched config to one level up. Why do we do that? Then we go also one level up because we want to see, we compare the difference to get a diff. Save. I want to see what is the difference between the patched config dev h and my custom h, because there are things in here that I don't want to use, right? So the gap, this is the left one, is the custom. These are very tiny changes. Changing something from 20 to 10 is no biggie, right? Changing from 30 to 10, that's okay. Monospace a little bit bigger, so I can read a little bit better. Monospace 12. So all of these things, these are decisions of mine, but I need to compare that they're exactly the same, except the ones I want to change. So here it is 0, here it is 1. So small changes. I do not want Alt, this is the Alt key, Mod 1 mask. I want the super key, and we have that in Dusk, DWM, and ChatWM. I mean, we're not gonna change, right? We need our super key. ST is fine, but okay, I went to Alacrity. The P is the default one, we want the D. We can set that back, it's okay. We know by now it's super P. It will become our default key as well on ChatWM, DWM, Dusk. That has been decided. Same for Super Shift C. Here as well, this is not okay if you are a QWERTY guy, an AZERTY guy. It's a pain in the, right? So I'm gonna go to P and to M, because these commas and these periods are different, right? So that's a QWERTY AZERTY thing, and that's my choices. So when we go and click here, voila. So because of this line, diff minus u, give me, this is gonna be the original, and that's the changes. And if we run that, we get this, the summary of all my changes. This is the original, this is what I want it to become. So this is the original, this is what I want it to become. Red is out, green is in, minus, minus, plus, plus. And these are actually the things that you saw in Melt, right? This step thing is wrong, so we're gonna change it so it's nicely aligned, but also P and M. And if you apply that one, so this one, the changes need to be applied again to this one, then we're in business, okay? So we're gonna copy to be changed diff inside the DWM. So it's here, DWM, gonna be copied here. And then we're gonna say patch it, to be changed diff, patch. And then the rest, so this is a very important bit, changing my personal preferences, and that might be, that can go wrong. I've experienced it myself, so watch out for that. That's why we put here, changing my personal preferences in green, so it shows up. And then change directive for auto start. There is a script. In essence, we can put this up with the patch. So somewhere here is the auto start. So this one, we can actually say, do this. Change directive for auto start. So it's together. So it's gonna be patched, but it's gonna be patched wrong in the sense that local share is not where our stuff is. It's gonna be in the .config, and then via the code, via the C code, it will go to .config/DWM, and that is where you will find our auto start, which is here, right? So let's see if that works. Makes more sense. So finding some logic for other people to read as well. And then we'll start building it. If everything is done, let's then building DWM. We are inside DWM, we rebuild it, and we go back up. Here we're gonna build the sysmon, right? So echo adding sysmon, git clone sysmon, rebuild sysmon to sysmon, cd sysmon, we have to change the local file to the user file, so it's installed in user bin, and then rebuild sysmon. That's the one that's here. I think I'm gonna rename it to sysmon, and that means that I need to change this as well, and this one as well. And if we've done everything right, debugging is fun. No, it's not. Then everything works, right? So let's see. Build custom DWM. There is something I need to include in the video that I discovered yesterday. Otherwise you'll spend time in debugging things. So here it goes wrong, line 81. So it's a matter of where am I, in what level am I. So line 81, we need to go probably one level up or something. So copy, where am I now? That's the thing, right? Patches, no such file. So he's looking into patches. He's here and he wants to find this one, and it's not there. So is it one level up or one level down? What should I do? It works till here, right? So this is the get patches that's running. So that's this line. That's this thing that's running. Check. Then we go up, then we are in here. Make directory patches. That's been done. Then that's wrong. Although patched patches, that's still okay. Yeah? And then he says, oh, wake up brain. Is he now here? Let's try. My brain is fried. The patches were successful, but this wasn't. So because of my change, I need to figure it out again. So this one is probably not okay. So the patches. That's not gonna help. Control C. Let's analyze. I can type present working directory, maybe something easier, right? I don't know actually. That's something like this. No. This. Like this, huh? Let's see if we can find it. So at that point I'm here. Now I am in here. Then make directory patches. Okay. Then we need to copy from one level up. We need to go one level up. Copy this one to we are here. We are here. Copy to patches. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Don't want to use a hard-coded path. So everything is okay until here. Patch 7. No such file. That's true. So the copy paste is not successful. So this line is not okay. This file is not okay. This line is not okay. What do I need to do? At this point in time, I am here. Twice DWM. And I want to copy one level up, patched. So one level up, patch patches, take everything and put it in side patches. Yeah, you have to be a little computer. It is way too early, as you see, it is way too early. What am I doing wrong? Cannot copy this, no such file. Annoying. Copy, patched, patches, everything does not exist. So we are here. Present working directory is DWM. Copy everything from one level up, patch patches to patched patches. Oh, let me pause the recording. I think I didn't save it. Everything was fine, but I just noticed this sign up here. When you type this, you have this circle. That means it's not saved, right? And just noticed that. Saved it, and there we go. Our patch 7 is included now. But I wanted to add as well is some color so we know where it starts. So this one is good. The rebuild, that's where I want to give a message. Building DWM. And that's how we make things. Building DWM, save, and the script is today looking like this. Start script is better maybe, yeah, at the top. So we got all the patches, which should say succeeded, succeeded, succeeded. So whatever I learned in the past, sometimes it does not say failed. it says sometimes like unexpected end or something like that. So do check if all the code is okay, and this is with these green lines is so much better to actually check if it's wrong or not. I do have an echo here. Not before. So my general rule, okay, let's make this bigger. So my general rule is always have a space building scripts, right? That's better. And later on is building DWM. So what I was saying is echo, 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 echo. So why is it still an echo before, an echo behind, an echo before, an echo behind? Here it is. Echo before. Voila, save. Echo before, echo behind, echo before. 2 echoes, look at that. Save. There is some consistency in my scripting, right? If you check out the videos in the beginning, it starts out like a few lines without blah blah, right? This is needed when things get more and more complex. You need to know the structure, you need to know the modules basically. What starts where. And I can see here patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, patch 4, all nice spaces. This one has no space here, so that's patch 6, patch 6, patch 6. So echo, save. Nice lines everywhere, and here we start to build. We see it in the source code and all that. And here is Sysmon. So building DWM and building Sysmon is not the same. Save. Voila. It's getting great. Maybe we should add here something about getting the code in. This get patches thing. Like this. So we see when it starts. So get patches 1, 2, 3, 4, all downloaded from the internet. I am thinking about keeping a folder to keep track of all the patches. Patched patches, save. So we have this thing here, the present working directory. Can go. Okay. So I was thinking about doing the following. This Control C, from time to time make a patches backup. If the patches do not exist anymore on DWM, then we still have them locally. And then my 2 tips. Where did I waste some time? Voila, patched patches, patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Changing my personal preferences. That's a bit you have to watch out for. Then we built DWM, then we built sysmon, done. Good, right, happy. So the issue, there is a set minus E, save, and that looks like this. It should help us debug sort of a script, but as you see, it stops. So there is in our script, this one, right, there is this halting after patch 7. So after patch 7 it says I'm gonna stop, right? There's no reason for it, but he's gonna stop after this. So changing my personal preferences, we're not getting in here. So that was a waste of time. So don't. And set minus X is also interesting to know, which actually is going to add everything in here. So the plus this, plus that, every single thing. It's going to be show what it does. First show the code, then do the code. Show the code, then do the code. Again, I think we had an issue or not. Okay, go. So this is all good, I guess. Yeah, this is all good. So I do the X. We basically see the code that we've typed. Let's go at the top again. Like this. So it shows you the sexy hotkey daemon here. Extra. So the line of code that is here is the plus, and so on. May it help you, I don't know, right? I wasted some time over it because it stops the scripts. And then I thought, oh yeah, I've added this at the top, and then I couldn't build it anymore. So if you, again, say like this, everything gray, it's just going to build everything to the very bitter end. Voila. We've got DWM. And if you have a look at XD, we have ChatWM, DWM desktop, and XFCE. This is ArcoNet. And all I did was ArcoNet easy. Then type get ChatWM. I can choose between two of them. One is from the ArcoLinux tweak tool, and the other one is from the ArcoNet ISO. And I've got my ChatWM. That's my system we're looking at right now. But I can log out, log in, and I got my own personal DWM that we've built together here in this video and on this github.com/ericdubois/DWM, a learning project for the holiday. All right, enjoy the learning. We're not there yet, and I've just put a video online to give me some more extensions that you think that I should need. And already 2 responses, so please just give me not only the name, I got the name in this response, but also the link would be much appreciated. I'll figure out the other links, the names, right? The links for the names, but it's easier to have the links, of course, than just click it and then grab the code. We are talking about the latest one, 6.5 DWM, so if it doesn't work, don't send me. But what works today and what is really necessary to embellish, to make DWM nicer. All right, cheers.